The Indian military is willing to provide operational and cybersecurity training to the armed forces of the Philippines as the two nations further deepen their defense engagement. The BrahMos missile deal removed any doubt that India-Philippines ties are certainly on sturdy ground. But while Philippines has long been an ally of the US, why did it look towards India for its defense requirements? How do the two nations benefit from each other? And why has the US been ousted from the equation? Let's dive deep. Early in 2022, the Philippines inked a deal to purchase India's BrahMos missiles for $375 million. They purchased the shore-based variant of the BrahMos anti-ship missile. For the Philippines, the acquisition would help improve its coastal defense. The deal would help them guard themselves against China in the disputed South China Sea, or as the Philippines like to call it, the West Philippine Sea. For India, a nation which has been one of the biggest spenders on defense equipment, the BrahMos deal was a very significant defense export. It was also a crucial springboard for expanding India's defense exports to other key regional states, especially Vietnam and Indonesia. The Philippines is one of the oldest Asian partners of the United States. The two nations even share a mutual defense treaty since 1951, and Philippines has majorly relied on US military aid in the past. But anti-American voices gained momentum in the Philippines during former President Rodrigo Duterte's term. US was accused of having a carrot and stick policy towards the Philippines. There were claims that in return for its aid, the US was exploiting Manila, keeping Philippines subservient to Washington's own designs instead of securing Philippine interests. United States' inability to stop China from building its artificial islands undermined the Philippines' position in the South China Sea. The CIA allegedly helped in the escape of Michael Mering, an American treasure hunter, after he triggered an explosive device in his hotel room in Davao City and was being tried by Filipino forces. Other issues include Duterte's disdain for the American immigration system, America's criticism for the Philippines' war on drugs. One of Duterte's key domestic priorities was also seen as a mark of constant disrespect. With several factors in place, Duterte, after taking Filipino presidency in 2016, decided to drift from the US and look at other nations for military aid. Talks for the BrahMos deal with India began in 2017 and were finalized in January 2022. China has rapidly expanded its defense and military capabilities in South China Sea, which has made the Southeast Asian claimant countries very vulnerable. This has forced them to reach out to like-minded countries like India for further strengthening the bilateral ties, especially in the realm of defense. There is an attempt by the Philippines to also diversify its major arms suppliers and look for other exporters besides the United States and South Korea. Whether it's the line of actual control or the West Philippine Sea, both India and Philippines face issues with China. The partnership between the two, which seems to have grown much sturdier with the BrahMos deal, is surely benefiting both nations against you know who. It's indeed a win-win situation.